Okay, so today we're going to be learning about how to divide decimals by whole numbers. So I'm just going to do a quick couple example problems and then you guys are going to do some on your own. So for example number 1, there are 8.4 meters left on a roll of ribbon. Nancy wants to cut the ribbon in half. What will be the size of each piece of ribbon? So this word right here, cut, tells us that we are going to be dividing. It doesn't give us what number we're dividing by, but this word half right here tells us we're going to be dividing by 2. So that's the division problem that we're looking at. When we are dividing decimals by whole numbers, not a whole lot is different from division just like regularly. The only difference is that in your answer you're going to have a decimal number. So we have 8.4 divided by 2. You're just going to divide like normal following your division steps. So you start off with your divisor, so that's going to be 2. And you're going to see how many times 2 can go into your first number of your dividend, which is 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. I know that to be true because 4 times 2 equals 8. So put that below. And then I'm going to subtract 8 minus 8, which is 0. So I'm done with that number, and I can move on to the second number of my dividend, which is 4. So now I'm looking again at my divisor, 2, and I'm going to now see how many times it can go into 4. 2 goes into 4 2 times. I know that because 2 times 2 is 4, and then I'm going to subtract that and get 0 left over. So I'm all done with both my numbers in my dividend, and I have my quotient here at the top, 42, but this was 8.4, so I'm going to take that decimal and I'm just going to move it straight into my answer. So instead of 42, I have 4.2. So everything is pretty much exactly the same with normal division. The only difference is that you take your decimal and you put it straight up into your answer. All right, we're going to do another example. This one is a little bit bigger. So we have $6.54, and we're going to divide that by 12. It also says round to the nearest cent because at the end we just have to make sure it looks good in like money terms. But again, we're dividing like we normally would. This time we have a 2-digit divisor instead of a 1-digit divisor, so it's not really going to be our math facts, but same rules still apply. So first of all, we're just going to take our dividend number by number and see how many times our divisor goes into it each time. So 12 can't go into 6, so you can put a 0 up here if you want to. Don't necessarily have to, but you can. I'm going to in this case just because we're dealing with decimals, and that 0 might come in handy later. So it doesn't go into 6, so we're going to combine 6 and 5 to make 65. 12 can go into 65 5 times because 12 times 5 is 60. So I'm going to subtract there and get 5 left over. And get 5 left over. So where was I? Oh, and get 5 left over. So this is going to be our remainder, but we still have one number left here, this 4. So I'm going to bring that down so we have 54, and we can keep dividing here. So 12 can go into 54 4 times. I know that because 4 times 12 is 48, and that's as close to 54 as I can get. So I'm going to subtract and get 6 left over. Now that would be my remainder, but since we have decimals, we can't have remainders. We have to keep dividing until we run out of numbers. To do that, remember we add zeros to the number and then just keep bringing them down until we don't have any more numbers left. So that gives us a 0, brings it down, we have 60. I already know from this right here that 12 goes into 60 5 times. 5 times 12 is 60, subtract, and get 0 left over. So now we don't have any remainder, we're good. We can finish up the division by just taking this decimal and bringing it up directly into our answer. So $6.54 divided by 12 is 0.545, but we have to round because it's money. So we're going to take this number, we're just going to look here, this is a 5, which just means we're going to bring this 4 up to a 5. That's how our rounding rules work. So we have 55 cents after we divide. Okay, so we're going to do, let's just do one more problem here, and then if you guys want to try the last one on your own, you can. We have 3 divided into 48.33. So again, just divide like you normally would and come up with an answer, and then the last thing you have to do is just bring the decimal into your answer. So take our divisor, we have 3 this time, and we're just going to take it one number at a time. So 3 goes into 4, 1 time, 1 times 3 is 3, subtract and get 1 left over, bring down the 8, 3 goes into 18 6 times, because 6 times 3 is 18, we're actually going to get 0 left over there, but we still have more numbers to bring down. So we have a 3 goes into 3, 1 time, 1 times 3 is 3, subtract and get 0 left over, and then we're just going to bring down that last number. Oops, I'm going to bring it down in the right spot. Right there, 3 goes into 3, 1 time, 1 times 3 is 3, subtract, and we get 0 left over. So we're left with nothing, so we can just finish our division there, and then all we have to do, our last step, take our decimal and just bring it directly into our answer. So instead of 1,611, we have 16.11, or 16 and 11 hundredths. All right, if you guys want to do number 2 on your own, you're absolutely welcome to. It's a pretty simple one. In the end, you should get 4.4. So I'm just going to let you guys kind of do the work for that one and see if you can get that answer. I want you guys to do a couple of practice problems with this. So your assignment for today is going to be on Connect Ed today. I'll link that in the Google Classroom assignment. But it'll be on Connect Ed where you find your regular assignments. So it'll be under that green button. It says assessments. Did I spell it right? Assessments. And it'll be chapter 6, lesson 11 homework, and there's just 3 questions. So it's a very, very short assignment. I know it'll take a minute for these division problems, so I didn't want to have it super overcomplicated. Just a couple of questions, and then you guys are good. If you need to rewatch this video, obviously do so as many times as you need to, and then let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a good day.